because nobody talks about the racism that's in the fire department, but it's definitely very embedded. You just don't hear about it because they don't carry guns.
Mm,
But it's very, very hostile, very, very racist, and it was just a very hostile environment for myself.
mm.
So
As a
they
black
backed
woman,
it
or as a black
as a black
person,
person,
or a woman also.
black person, and
Black.
then being a black woman in a predominantly male atmosphere
Right.
also.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
Um,
You fine? Yeah, speak up for the camera now. Don't be shy. You don't look like you shy. What's your name?
Natasha.
Natasha. How you doing, Miss Natasha? So you're on our entrepreneur segment. We interview different genres and classes of people, from musicians to rappers to poets to models, dancers, and entrepreneurs. And we invited you here because of your success and what you do. So, can you give the people out there a brief summary of who you are, what you do, and let's get into how you got started and what you do. So,
All right, so I'm Natasha, born and raised from Harlem, New York.
okay, big
Um,
up Harlem.
Thank you. Um, so I am in the real estate space. I do Airbnb. I'm also a property manager for other um, homeowners who
Mm.
have properties that they also want to put on Airbnb. I also do interior decorating, and I also co-host their properties as well. And I started out here in Jacksonville, Florida.
How did you get started? Like, what what got you into it? What made you say, okay, I want to do Airbnbs or whatever?
It's funny because I didn't know anything about Airbnb before I got started.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my job back in 2020. I used to work for the fire department
Mm.
in New York. I got fired when I was 8 months pregnant back in October 2020.
Wow.
Um, I
They
already
fired
had
you, like furlough or whatever, or fired, or no layoff, like fired.
no. I was still on probation, and I was literally about to come off probation, and I was about to sign my paperwork to go on maternity leave. And when you go on maternity leave, there you can go away for 4 years. So if I would have went on leave, I would have automatically been secured in the job because I could be going for 4 years after having a baby. So they made sure they let me go right before I signed my paperwork. I was literally about to give birth.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but
I thought they caught you sliding on the fire pole, pregnant.
no, no,
Mm.
it was a blessing though.
Right.
Um, while I was working there, I was also working on my business as well. We had a lot of downtime. We didn't really have to work unless our emergency occurred. So you do tend to have a lot of free time on your hands. So while everybody was sleeping, I was working on my own business at the job.
Mm.
So I actually started my boutique business in 2019 while I was working for the fire department. So that held me down for a little bit after I got fired.
Mm.
I had my son in November 2020, and February 2021, I got introduced to corporate housing. I didn't know anything about corporate housing. I just kept seeing it float around on social media. So I ended up buying a program that teaches you how to basically rent properties and put them on Airbnb through your business, through your LLC. So I got that. I had everything already because I already had a boutique business and I already had it set up correctly. So March 2021, I signed my first lease for Airbnb. 2021.
Okay. So was it successful, your first one, or did you a lot of bumps in the road? Lot of
Um,
learning curves.
Definitely a lot of learning curves. I feel like with anything, you have to just do it and just figure it out along the way.
Mm.
But because I already kind of had a business mind, I already had a business I was previously running. It kind of helped me with that. But for the most part, the course outlined what I should be prepared for. I just had to learn about everything else. So March 31st, I signed the lease and I had it up and running by May 5th. So May 5th, I had my first person actually book my place.
Mm.
And I started out with just one.
So you had a boutique. You started with the boutique, then you did the Airbnb, and then from there you said something else. You said you manage properties. Yeah, or did I get that
Yeah, I just started doing that
wrong? Okay.
um, this year actually. So um, 2021, I started Airbnb. January 2022, I dropped my own course teaching people how to do the business. So
Okay.
I'm also an Airbnb coach and mentor. I have a mentorship program. I help people structure their businesses.
So you done mastered it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
So
we got a
I have
master here.
people who I help. I structure their businesses. I get them paid explores, and I help them learn everything about Airbnb. So I did that January 1st, 2022.
Mm.
And, I have a little platform on Instagram. So I gained a lot of traffic. And that's how I actually got my client that I started working with this year, which is one of my biggest clients because I got paid 50K
Mm.
to do his properties.
Excellent. So you want to continue doing the Airbnbs or you continue manage, but which one is more profitable for you? And which one do you think you'll continue doing, if any?
Um, I do. I love it. I love real estate. Period.
Mm.
I feel like it's very important that we own. We have some type of ownership, whether it's a business, whether it's property, land. It's very important. Um, I eventually want to branch out and buy my own properties
Mm.
and do everything in real estate, whatever it takes to be in real estate. That's what I'm going to do. I love real estate, and it's really the bag of all bags.
I noticed the logo on your shirt. Was it Group Care? Group Group.
Yes.
It says Group Care.
Yes.
What's that? Is that your Airbnb or is that something else?
So, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I used to be in foster care. I aged out when I was 21,
Mm.
and I used to live in group homes. So, I always felt like I wanted to open up a group home for
Mm.
children that are in foster care, for people that are in need in general. So, this year, I actually started a new business venture and I started two group homes here in Jacksonville too.
Nice. Okay. So you get
Nobody knows that. You
nobody
the
know
first
that.
to
We're
know
the
this.
first. You hear that? Indigo VIP Magazine. We're the first.
You the first.
Okay. So what are some of your future plans now? Like what do you see yourself in? You know the basic question, cliche. 5 years from now.
Well, honestly, um, I really love teaching people, especially people that look like me. I really feel like it's very important that Black people understand financial literacy. A lot of us don't. I didn't. I had to learn as I grew. Um, I didn't learn a lot about credit or business or anything until I got into my 30s. So it's like, I feel like it's very important. A lot of people don't even have basic life insurance policies to hold them down. And so I am going to, I still currently have my mentorship program. So I want to actually continue growing my platform when it comes to literacy. So now that I'm in the group home business, I actually, after I get in for a while and really know the business, because I feel like you need to really master something before you actually start teaching others.
Hmm.
So I want to actually venture out and start teaching people about getting in this space, because it's not as hard as what many people may think.
Right.
So that's really what I plan on doing. So in the next 5 years, I really want to at least own at least 100 group homes, because I really feel like there's so many people that need affordable housing:
Mm.
veterans, foster children, people with disabilities. So yeah, you making money, but you also making a difference too at the same time.
So it's not just group homes. It's like assisted
Assisted
living.
living, yeah. So assisted living, transitional housing, people that are transitioning from jail, prison, rehabilitation, sobriety, sober living. Yeah.
All of the above.
Yes.
I like that. That's dope.
Thank you.
Okay, so personal questions.
Mhm.
What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink. Okay, I like the logo.
Hmm.
What's your favorite food?
Favorite food, I would have to say is seafood. I love seafood so much.
If you was a superhero, what would be your superpower? She laughing.
I would be invisible.
Look at that, invisible. That's my power. See, they get another one that's say invisible.
Yes, definitely invisible.
Wow, who you going to sneak up on?
I'm going to banks.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to banks and take the money.
Oh my god.
But look,
Hmm.
now, I'm into teaching people how to rob the banks legally.
There we go.
And you could definitely do that with credit. To bring it back to that is credit really helped me a lot with actually getting my business, started. When I got my first Airbnb, I used my own money. But as I grew in the business and I started getting new units, I actually ventured off and actually got funding. And I think a lot of people are afraid of credit
Hmm.
because they don't understand how to use it. But there's good credit, there's bad debt, and there's good debt. You just
Hmm.
gotta know how to use it. That's really how millionaires create their money.
So do you teach credit courses too?
What I do is I help all my clients build business credit scores from scratch, from the ground up. So what I like about business credit is that even if you have bad personal credit, you can still build an excellent business credit score for your business, because you're separate from your business. So you are you, and your business is his business. So that's what I love about it. You can definitely start from the ground up and really get decent credit for your business and leverage yourself.
So someone's credit is 400 and change.
They could still build an excellent business credit score. Yes.
How long will it take them to
30 to
build?
45 days if you do it the way I teach you how to do it. Every one of my clients have a excellent credit score for their business.
For their business.
Mm-hmm.
And then their personal credit.
I don't touch that.
Okay.
One thing about me, a lot of people try to teach everything. You can't teach everything. You can't master everything. Personal credit, I don't deal with, but I definitely have avenues of people that can definitely help you with your credit, that help me with mine. So anybody that comes into my program, I just guide them on where they should go to get help.
So mostly everything you do is
Business.
Yeah.
And Airbnb. And next is gonna be group homes.
And the group homes.
Yeah.
Man, I look forward to, and I wish you the greatest and the most sincerest of luck. And I see you definitely a go getter. You got that ambition and that drive. So I know you're gonna do it. Miss Natasha, is there anything you want to add for the people? Where can we find you at? Of course, we need to we got Granny and Grandpa. We want to stick their ass in the group.
So
Nah.
My Instagram is guided underscore by underscore Natasha
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram. So that's the only social media platform I really use for my business.
Okay.
You could definitely reach me there.
Got it. Okay, Miss Natasha, it was a pleasure you coming through
Thank you for
Indigo
having
VIP
me.
Magazine. And
Yes, I
want the
appreciate
people to
it.
hit you up for some knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Take some of your courses and so they can get out of that
Rat
that
race.
that rut. Yeah, that lack of knowledge that a lot of people have, and don't be scared to go out there and invest your money and try something new.
But you know what it is for me was I just feel like my back was against the wall. And I
And,
feel like I was really forced into entrepreneurship because I got fired from a great city job, they claim.
mm,
I was 8 months pregnant. So I felt like I didn't really have nothing to lose by trying something that I actually got my first Airbnb rental before I stayed in the Airbnb myself. So I never even stayed at an Airbnb before until I got my mine and I started mine.
I tell a lot of people like you never know what you're capable of unless you try. So you got to go into everything that we use. Somebody invented it. Every business that's out there, somebody started. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to say, okay, let's start a business doing this. Let's start a business doing that. You know what I'm saying? And if you go on YouTube and you just Google some of these businesses, how they started from McDonald's. I love the Chick-fil-A story. I love Mark Cuban story. You know, you Google some of these people, a lot of people didn't have much at all.
No,
A lot of people did not have much at all,
no.
and they just weren't afraid to go out there
I,
and do what they
I
do.
also feel that the way that we're able to learn today is definitely different.
Mm,
Now you have more access to more information because of social
a
media.
lot more.
So I feel like a lot of people, you have the information there, but nobody's gonna come find you to help you.
Right.
You have to go out and look for it,
Look for it. Ask questions.
and it's there. Everything I learned in
Google.
business, I learned from somebody that looked like me.
Mm,
Everything. I didn't know nothing about LLCs. I didn't know nothing about building paydex scores. I didn't know how to do nothing. Now I know how to do it like the back of my head, where I help other people do it.
nice.
So
So, I mean, you said that your back was up against the wall, but that still don't make you a that still doesn't make a person a hustler, so to speak. Because some people will fold. Some people will, drop to their knees and just start crying. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you still out here doing it, I guess it was a call. It's what you do. It's what you were meant to do.
yeah, amen to that.
So it was just that push. It was just that door that the good Lord had to close for you to see what your superpowers were, and it's
And you
not
know what's so
invisibility.
funny? Because nobody talks about the racism that's in the fire department, but it's definitely very embedded. You just don't hear about it because they don't carry guns.
Mm,
But it's very, very hostile, very, very racist, and it was just a very hostile environment for myself.
mm.
So
As a
they
black
backed
woman,
up
or as a black
as a black
person,
person,
or a woman also.
black person, and then
Black,
being a black woman in a predominantly male atmosphere,
right,
also, and being an urban black woman,
right,
um, because I have more education than the people above me.
right,
Because before I got on the job, you were able to just have a GED, high
right,
school diploma, and be a volunteer firefighter. Now, who you know that look like you, that's a volunteer firefighter.
right,
So when they changed the qualifications and you needed college to actually get the job, it opened the door for a lot of people that look like me. So I came in, they dealing with new type of people, new people that have more education in them. So it was just a lot of hostility. So they basically blackballed me because it was COVID. I didn't have nobody I could complain to. All the office building was closed. We were the only people working because we were emergency personnel.
right.
So it
That's
was
right.
nothing that I could really do. But the blessing is that, you know, my highest gross month so far, I made 48,000 in a month. I make made more money than any employee in the fire department. So I just look at it as a blessing.
Right. So in the fire department, what you're making like 20 something, 30?
A month? Hell
No. A year.
Oh no. It was 180 plus
A year.
a year
In the
job. Top
Right,
pay.
because that was in New York. So it's
With
a whole
overtime,
different-
like you could do 100,000
right.
at the job for the year. So seeing myself do 48 in 30 days.
So basically, you making in 2 months, you're making what you made in a year. Yeah, that's the good Lord Himself.
Mm-hmm.
Blessings. That's
Mm-hmm.
peace. That's what's up. All right. So, Miss Natasha,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're gonna have you back. You know what I'm saying? This is just a little introduction of who you are. We're gonna have you back when you hit that Oprah status.
Yes, I'm trying to tell you, I'm getting there.
I know you are. I know you are. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Peace and love from Indigo VIP Magazine.